Hello Petals and welcome to today's video. Today is story time, but it's not the story I was intending to do because, well, I had recorded that and the file corrupt. So I'm now re-recording a different one, a shorter one, because I can't really reread that much. So instead of the one I was planning to do, I'm now doing Alien Fighters. I don't have any pictures I can use. Well, I do, but they're unclear to see, so I don't know how well they'll show up on camera. Okay, so in the start of the story, in space, in a dark room aboard a huge spacecraft, the walls and the desk lined with plans and papers of an alien invasion to enslave the humans and take them to a different planet marked on charts and maps in the room. There was a knock on the door. When the door automatically opens, a young alien woman with antennas walks in. "Sir?" she questions. "Hello, is anybody there?" She wanders to the desk, looking at the top sheet on the pile of paper on one corner of the desk. A cough by the door startles her, making her knock the pile of papers onto the floor. As she turns to see her friend, Zachary, she snaps at him. He switches the light on, but feeling guilty he rushes in. "Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you." As he starts to pick up the papers, the young woman froze as she saw what was on the piece of paper she was holding. "Zach," she asks, "did you get told what this mission was for?" "No," he said. "Only number 1 and 2 know, because it's confidential. Why, what's wrong?" Zachary responds. She hands him a piece of paper. Then he begins to read it. As he reads it, his mouth drops. "We're going to enslave the humans?" Gemma hurriedly bundles up the papers and carelessly throws them on the desk, causing them to fall on the floor again. "We have to warn them." Starting for the door. "What?" Zachary drops the paper on the desk before running after her. "Gemma, wait!" A huge man with antlers turns the corner as Gemma and Zachary leave the room. "Hey," he yells, "what are you two doing in my office?" And he runs down the hall to catch them, but they run the other way. He couldn't keep up. They soon lose sight of him as he presses the alarm. As Gemma runs, she says, "We should take the exploration craft down to Earth." "No," says Zach, panting. "We need to forget what we saw." As the two turn the corner. "I'm warning them. You're either with me or against me," she says. "With," he sighs. You'll get caught without help." The two of them head for the hangar bay, where the exploration craft is kept. But they see 2 guards by the entrance, and don't know how many more there could be out of sight. "What do we do now?" asks Gemma, a little too loud as the guard hears her. One shouts, "Stay where you are." "Escape pods," Zachary suggests. The two race to the escape pods, losing the 2 guards, but finding another outside the entrance of the escape pods. A voice behind them made them jump. "I found them! They're over here!" shouts one of the guards. One of the guard aliens from the exploration craft. The 2 of them agree to take out the low-ranked alien guarding the entrance to the escape pod. Gemma knocks out the low-ranking alien, and the 2 of them run into the escape pod and eject from the ship. The escape pod turns into a ball of fire as it enters the Earth atmosphere and proceeds towards the ground as it gains speed. It crashes into a field, sending big chunks of soil into the air. Once it had stopped moving, they opened the top and climbed out, both a little dazed from the crash landing. After they recovered, Zachary thinks it's best if they both hide their antennas so they could blend in with the humans. They both put their antennas down before going in search of humans to warn them about the evil aliens. Gemma and Zachary walk along a grassy footpath. Ahead of them, they see a human man in hiking gear. The two aliens start to run towards them, but they stop suddenly as they hear the engines of their former ship coming down. The hiker looks up to see a huge spacecraft about to land close by. He screams and runs in the direction of the good aliens. The hiker sees Gemma and Zach and shouts, "Aliens, run!" Zachary turns to Gemma. "I think we should." She snaps him, "No, get down," and drags him down out of sight behind a thick row of hedges. Two evil aliens catch up with the hiker as he tries to get away, and they knock him out before carrying him back to their ship. "It's my fault," Gemma says under her breath. "If only we had come sooner." "Don't blame yourself," whispers Zachary. "We will save him." She starts to get up. "Let's go," before being pulled back down by her companion. "Hold on, Gem. Someone's coming out of the ship." "Gemma," calls the voice. It was the captain that had seen them leaving his office. "Zachary, will you both come back to the ship?" Zachary shouts. "We won't come back," echoing his voice around the surrounding area. Gemma calls their boss. "If you come back, I may consider promoting you to lieutenant." She stands still behind the bush, out of sight, whispered to herself, "Lieutenant." Zach overhearing her pulls her down and tells her in a loud whisper, "Gemma, he's tricking you. After we saw his plans and stole an escape pod, he wouldn't promote us. We would end up in a cell like that man they took." "You're right," Gemma says, sitting back down on the grass. She shouts to the alien, "We won't join you," in the same echoey voice as Zach. "We're not tempted by promotion, and we're going to stop you from enslaving the humans." "Fine," says the number one alien in anger. "Suit yourselves, but once we leave you two, you will be stuck on this primitive planet." And he storms off to his ship, closing the door behind him. Gemma stands up and turns to Zach. "Let's go free the prisoner." "Wait," said Zach. She snaps back, "What?" Zachary replies, "We can't rush in without a plan. We could get caught and locked up." Gemma sits back down on the ground to think. After a while, she had a plan. "I have it. We wait until night and sneak in while most of them are asleep. Less to fight and free the prisoner." Zachary agrees and adds, "If we run into anyone, we should take them out quickly and quietly so we don't alert the others." Gemma agrees. Nightfall came. The two of them headed back to the ship and crept aboard. It was quiet and mostly deserted, except for the occasional alien walking down the corridor. They made their way to the cells to rescue the prisoner by using a control panel to shut off the locks and open the doors. Unfortunately, doing this set off an alarm. Started an alarm sounding, and the three of them had to run. "Go, I'll catch up," Zach shouts. Gemma led the man out, leaving Zach to create a diversion. Leaving Zach behind to create a bomb using a penknife and some wires and bits under the floor tiles. He set a timer and quickly leaves to catch up with the other two. When Zach finally caught up and Gemma and the hiker had stopped, Their exit was blocked by someone they didn't want to see. The highest ranking alien, the captain. They were not going anywhere, he stated, and as he stood between them and the grassy field. Gemma looks at her partner and tells him, get the human to safety. He nods, good luck, Gemma, then signals the hiker to follow him. Gemma runs at the alien twice her size to stop him, then letting her friends get away. Zachary takes the man's wrist and leads him out. Zachary and the hiker run behind a bush out of sight. They hear the explosion of the bomb Zachary had set in the cells. He destroyed them. An angry shout from the captain. How are we supposed to collect humans? Get on the ship, we have to return home. An injured and unconscious Gemma is thrown off the ship behind the door as the alien ship door closed and the ship lifted off. Zachary stumbles as he runs to help Gemma. The hiker follows but soon runs in the opposite direction when he sees the girl has antennas. Gemma wakes to see the hiker disappear in the distance. What happened? She asks. We did it, Zach says, but he saw your antennas and ran. They see the ship leaving, and as it disappears out of sight, Zachary picks Gemma up, and they begin to walk away to find shelter for the night, and probably the rest of their lives. The end. I hope you enjoyed this. Not the story I was intending to do, but problems occurred. So hopefully this file will be alright. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends, and comment what you think of the story. And also, then look forward to the next story. I haven't decided what it be yet. It may be something to do with witches or some other fantasy one. That's all for this story time. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll leave a link to other StoryTime videos around here somewhere, and other video links. If you're early on this video, you probably won't see them, and you just probably have to refresh your page, and then you can see them. So that's all. I hope you enjoy it. Bye!